The southern coast of South Australia is a place of raw, untamed beauty. For those seeking solitude and immersion in nature, it offers a truly unforgettable experience. This is the start of the Wild South Coast Trail all the way to Victor Harbour. So over the next 5 days, 76 kilometre trail. So let's see how we go. With my pack secured and a sense of anticipation, the journey begins. Wild and windswept, Cape Jervis has glorious views across Backstairs Passage to Kangaroo Island. You can see the ferry service to Kangaroo Island. Dolphins cruise the surf. This remarkable trail has upgraded camping shelters and overlooks Kangaroo Island for most of the way before ending at Victor Harbour. Day one takes us along the coast. Over a very calm day, but the sound of the waves crashing against the rocks is a constant companion. The trail, which was very easy at first, followed the coast closely through a grassland with some small bushes. With no trees, there were fine views of the hills and nearby ocean. There were now some short, steep climbs. There was also an unusual house that looks like a flying saucer. I found a beautiful spot looking out over the ocean to Kangaroo Island. All right, first snake. Scared the shits out of me, of course. All right, move on. Look, not in a hurry to move. Neither am I. Come on. Move a little further, please. The first big climb on the trail. This is the highest point of the walk. Moving away from the ocean and with increasing elevation, the vegetation changed. Now there were trees, especially drooping she oaks, the first gums, and the first grass trees along the trail. Welcome to Woody Cricken Nawanthi Eagle Waterhole Campground. Whoa! And set up. Alright, day 2 starts with an uphill on a 4-wheel drive track. That's where we've come from, down that steep, right into that valley there, gully. And now we are climbing up like a mountain goat up this track. Oh, uphill. Well, can I say that was the hardest, steepest climb I've done. Hey, nice to meet you. Howdy, bar. Other chips. How's that? From Eagle Waterhole, I stopped for a snack at Trig Campground. It's about 5 kilometres from camp. The walking was a bit easier too. Downhill on a good trail to Deep Creek Falls, the largest waterfall along the trail. Welcome to Yapari Nawanti. Very shady. Platforms are well spread out. Water out the back. A couple of tables. Water tap. Fresh on the left, I'm assuming. And non-drinkable. Fresh as in still filter. Alright, this is home. It's fantastic. Got some power. Goodbye. Four breaths. So, Pages. Red and grey kangaroos are easily seen. The walk along Tungula Beach is the longest beach walk on the trail, being almost 5 kilometres. This is a beautiful walk along a wide sandy beach with a couple of rocky sections. The best idea seems to be to stay inside a narrow band close to the water where the sand has been moistened and is a lot more firmer. Well, it didn't look steep in the videos, but that is straight uphill. I'll be huffing and puffing on this one. Oh! Soon, the trail fed onto a lightly travelled gravel road for the first road walk I had encountered. Welcome! The ocean coming into view ahead, and finally the sounds of the crashing waves. I spotted a fox in this area. I got to Parsons Beach. There were many more surfers. The trail followed this wide sandy beach for its entire length, over a kilometre. Then it was up the stairs of the car park. I stopped to have a look at the surfers. A short walk brought me to Fleurieu Beach. Flocks of terns crowd the beach. The trail climbs off the beach through a beautiful sand dunes, following the longest sand ladder in South Australia. At Dennis Hut in Newland Conservation Park campground, I have my lunch. Cheers. Oh, Pet Malone. We've just left Dunes campground. Here there were cliffs that towered 100 metres or so above the water. The Fleurieu cliffs are the most scenic on the southern peninsula. The trail now paralleled the coast for the next 7 or 8 kilometres to King Beach. You can see the bluff beyond. Offshore is West Island. I'm now headed along the waterfront. It's a nice walk of about 7 kilometres with views out over the water, almost constantly. Okay folks, that's the end of the wild South Coast Way on the Hyson Trail. The wild South Coast Way on the Hyson Trail. So let's have a look. So there we are at Cape Jervis. Got some overnight accommodation at Eagle Waterhole. On to Tapanapa campground the next day, or Cliffs campground. Onto Creek campground, sand dunes, and then finish up at Camp Reserve.